It's amazing what happens when you just ask that simple question. In all my years of doing open houses, and I've done a lot of open houses, I have never ever not in the
Something about this story doesn't sit right, and the people who knew Darrell Sheets best are saying the same thing out loud. Darrell Sheets, who appeared on 163 episodes of the popular A and E series Storage Wars, died Wednesday in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. He was 67. Police said he died of what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. But here's what is making this so much harder to process. The mystery surrounding his final weeks, the warnings he posted publicly, the man he named online, and the photo taken just hours before he died, is raising questions that nobody has answers to yet. In this video, we're breaking down everything that is known: the last photo, the Facebook posts, the cyberbullying allegations, and what his co-stars are demanding the police do right now. Because this story is not over, and Darrell Sheets himself made sure of that before he was gone. Let's start with what the world saw hours before his death. Darrell Sheets was photographed smiling at his Arizona antique shop, Havasu Show Me Your Junk, just hours before his death. He looked happy, upbeat, and completely at ease. A man smiling behind his counter, in his shop, doing the thing he loved. And then, in the early hours of the following morning, just after 2 a.m., officers with the Lake Havasu City Police Department were dispatched to a residence on Chandler Drive for a report of a deceased individual. Upon arrival, officers located Darrell Sheets and pronounced him dead at the scene. His body was turned over to the Mohave County Medical Examiner's office for further investigation. Between that smiling photo and that police call, something happened, and the people closest to him believe they know what it was. Just about a month before his death, Darrell posted several alarming messages to Facebook, claiming he was being cyberbullied by specific people he named directly in the posts. In 2 separate posts in March, he warned his friends and family that, and these are his words, if anything happens to him, it was these specific people who would be behind it. He named them by name on Facebook in public. He was not hiding his pain. He was not suffering in silence. He was broadcasting a warning with the names of the people he believed were destroying him, and he was asking the world to pay attention. He wrote, "Well, people, here is my cyberbully stalker." And then he kept going, post after post, plea after plea. And 1 month later, he was gone. The first co-star to speak up was Rene Nezhoda, and what he said stopped people cold. He had a guy really tormenting him lately from cyberbullying, Nezhoda said in a social media video. Guys, just because you watch us on television doesn't mean you know us. It doesn't mean you know what we're about. Also, it doesn't entitle you to bully somebody. That's not just us, that's any athlete, that's anybody. You shouldn't cyberbully at all. He encouraged fans to act if they see someone cyberbullying. Make them become a better human being, he said. Because you never know what demons somebody faces and what they go through and what you may push them through. Rene also called out law enforcement directly. Darrell has been posting a lot about the guy who's been cyberbullying him and tormenting him, he said, urging police to investigate and not let it go. And the police heard him. SGT. Kyle Ridgway, a public information officer for the Lake Havasu City Police Department, confirmed to Page 6 that authorities are aware of these cyberbullying accusations, and that is a part of the active investigation. An active investigation into cyberbullying as a possible contributing factor in the death of a 67-year-old man who posted his own warning signs on Facebook 1 month before he died. Then came Dave Hester, another co-star, another voice demanding answers. Dave Hester took to Instagram to share a video in which he addressed the cyberbullying reports directly. He appeared visibly shocked, hoped that a proper investigation was underway, and offered his strength to Darrell's family. He closed with, "I hope the best for his family and everything and everybody's where they need to be, at peace. I hope he's in a better place. And then came Brandy Passante, whose words carried a weight that went far beyond grief. She wrote on Instagram, "I'm at a loss for words. I've known Darrell Sheets for many years. I'm just so very sorry to hear the circumstances of his passing. My heart hurts for Brandon, Zoe, and Kimber." She then turned directly to her followers. "I would like to say to everyone, if you are struggling, if you feel hopeless or like no one cares, I assure you they do. You are not alone. Please reach out for help. You are not taking your pain away, you are transferring it to someone else. The grief from suicide is endless. There is always help. You can dial 988 on your phone to connect with a counselor and resources. Never suffer in silence." She lost a parent. She lost a brother to similar circumstances. And she was standing in front of the world, still grieving her own losses, and using Darrell's death to beg someone else not to make the same choice. That is not just a tribute. That is a woman fighting for the next person. Now let's talk about the people left behind. Sheets is survived by his ex-wife Kimber Weweful and 2 children, Brandon and Tiffany. Sheets and Weweful divorced in 2016 but remained on good terms. He was also engaged to Romney Snyder, who stood by him through tough times, especially in 2019, when he was hospitalized after a heart attack. That relationship ended in 2019. He later met Patty Rich, and their relationship reportedly lasted up to 2025. Despite their 2016 divorce, Sheets frequently posted photos showing him with Kimber through 2024 on social media, even referring to her as his lover in a post and expressing his love for her. He also called her his girl in those posts, so their relationship clearly lasted into recent years. The woman who knew him longest, who shared a family with him, who he still called his girl years after the divorce was final, she has not yet made a public statement, and that silence feels like the loudest thing in the room right now.